Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 9 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 9 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter linear functions. The lessons we're going to cover today are linear equations solved for y, write linear functions to solve word problems, write equations in standard form, compare linear functions, graphs, tables, and equations. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. I'm on grade 9 math. Chapter we're on right now is linear functions. Let's just start with the lesson that is linear equations solved for y. Let's just start with the lesson. Rewrite the equation. Rewrite the following equation in slope-intercept form. Y plus 3 equals negative 6x minus 1. The slope-intercept form of a linear equation is y equals mx plus b. Y plus 3 equals negative 6x plus 6. Y equals negative 6x plus 3 plus 6 minus 3. Y equals negative 6x plus 3. Let's just start with it. Rewrite the following equation in slope-intercept form. So v plus 5 equals x 1 by 10 times x plus 10. So that is v plus 5 equals x over 10 plus 1. So y equals x over 10 plus 1 minus 5. Y equals x plus 10 minus 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Y equals 1 by 10x minus 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Rewrite the following equation in slope-intercept form. Y minus 1 equals 5 times x minus 1. Y minus 1 equals 5x minus 5. Y equals 5x minus 5 plus 1. So y equals 5x minus 4. That is y equals 5x minus 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Y minus 6 equals 10x plus 4. So y minus 6 equals 10x plus 40. Y equals 10x plus 4 plus 6. So y equals 10x plus 46. That is y equals 10x plus 46. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. So the next lesson is write linear functions to solve word problems. Kindy already owns two hairbands, and additional hairbands are priced at two for a dollar. Right, $4 to spend a new hairband. How many total hairbands can Kindy own? Write and solve an equation to find the answer. So already owns two hairbands. And additional hairbands are priced two for a dollar, with $4 to spend on new hairband. We need to find the equation actually. Write an equation to solve, write and solve an equation to find the answer. We need to find the answer. He already have two hairbands and two hairbands, an additional hairband are priced two for a dollar. Like each hairband is $2. So that would be 2 plus 2h plus 2, like 2d plus 2. D means the every new, D is the variable for every new price of the every new headband, right? So that is h equals 2 plus 2, and we are given d equals 4. So solve it for the d, then that would be h equals 2 times 4 plus 2. That would be 10. Let's just start with the test questions. Kirk already has two flowers in his garden, and he can also grow two flowers with every seed packet he uses. Write an equation that shows the relationship between the number of seed packets S and the total number of flowers F. Write your answer as an equation with F first followed by an equal sign. So he already have two flowers, right? That means you need to add two. And he can also grow two flowers with each seed packet. So two flowers from each seed packet, and that equals F. So F equals 2S plus 2 is the equation. Option number 2 is the correct option. You need to use the equation given in the question. That is F equals 2S plus 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. David's retirement party costs $2 for every guest he invites. What is the maximum number of guests there can be if David can afford to spend a total of $8 in his retirement party. Write and solve an equation to find the answer. Okay, so the retirement party costs $2 for every guest, right? What is the maximum number of guests there can be if David can afford to spend like $8 he can spend on the party? For each guest the cost is $2. So that would be 2G equals 8. That is G equals 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. 4 it is. Vincent set his watch 2 seconds behind, and it falls behind another 1 second every day. Written an equation that shows the relationship between the day since watch was last set T and the second behind S. So that is already 2 seconds behind, right? And it falls behind another 1 second every day. So that is S equals D plus 2. S equals D plus 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Arjun has already cycled 1 kilometer this year. Plus, he plans to cycle 1 kilometer during each trip to work. How many trips will Arjun have to make to cycle a total of 10 kilometers? Write and solve an equation to find the answer. He already cycled 1 kilometer. He plans cycle 1 kilometer during each trip. So for each trip he did 1 times t. How many trips will Arjun have to make a cycle a total of 10 kilometers? So you need to calculate the value. T is equal to 10 minus 1, that is 9. T equals 9. The correct option is T equals 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Write equation in standard form. Rewrite the following equation in standard form. Y equals 2x plus 8. So the standard form is ax plus by equals c. Y equals 2x plus 8. So we can write this equation as negative 2x plus y equals 8. Let's just start with the test questions. Write the following equation in standard form. Y equals negative 4 by 5x minus 9. Let's just multiply the equation by 5, right? 5x equals negative 4x minus 45. 4x plus 5y equals negative 45. Option number 1 is the correct option. Rewrite the following equation in standard form. Y equals negative 7x minus 3. So let's just rewrite the equation. That would be 7x plus y equals negative 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 7x plus y equals negative 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Rewrite the following equation in standard form. Y equals negative 10x plus 1. So we need to rewrite the equation in standard form. The standard form is ax plus by equals, that is the standard form. So let's just rewrite the equation. That would be 10x plus y equals 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. Rewrite the following equation in standard form. Okay, you can complete the lesson today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is compare linear functions, graph tables, and equations. I'm going to start with the test question, right? Function A and function B are linear functions. Which statement is true? The slope of, we need to find the slopes, right? So look, for the function A, y equals 5x minus 2, right? So this equation in slope intercept form would be y equals mx plus b. So m equals 5. So for function A, the slope equals 5, right? Now we need to find the slope for the function B. So just use any of the 2 points on the graph and calculate the slope. So here is the first one and here is the second one, right? The first one would be x is 0, y is 5, x is 1, y is 9. So the slope is y2 minus y1, 9 minus 5, x2 minus x1. That would be 4 over 1. The slope is 4. So the correct option is the slope of function A is greater than slope of function B. Got it? Because 5 is greater than 4. Slope of function A is greater than slope of function B. Option number A is the correct option. Function A and function B are linear functions. Which statement is true? Function A is y equals 4x plus 1, y equals mx plus b, m equals 4. Zero and 5, 2 and 9. The slope is 9 minus 5 divided by 2 minus 0, 4 over 2. The slope is 2, m equals 2. So the slope of function A is greater than slope of function B. Option number A is the correct option. Slope of function A is greater than slope of function B. Slope of function A is 2. The slope of function B is 3. So the slope of function A is less than slope of function B. B is the correct option. Slope of function B is 5. So the slope of function A is 6 over 2, that is 3. So the slope of function A is less than slope of function B. Option number B is the correct option. So the slope of function A is 4, right? And the slope of function B is 2. So that means the slope of function A is greater than slope of function B. Option number A is the correct option. Okay, we are done with the lesson. So we were working on grade 9 math. Chapter we were working on is linear functions. The lessons we have covered today are linear functions, solve for y, write linear functions to solve your problems, write equations in standard form, compare linear functions, graph tables and equations. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please write them down in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So any questions